they treat us like we're stupid. And the best thing is, they're talking like this. People have died. And people are seriously injured. And they're arguing pointless semantics to try and, whatever they do, not talk about what everybody's going to be saying it is. Especially now. Well, hello, you wonderful mother truckers, you. And as you can see, Christmas decorations are up in the shed because it's almost that time of the year. And with just 5 days to go to the big day, it is with a very, very heavy heart that I have to report that a Christmas market in Magdeburg, Germany, has been a victim of a terrorist attack. Now, I'm now just going to give you the sort of basic information. No idea. Apparently the driver has been arrested. The police are currently looking for explosives in the market. No other details have been released. And this is not the place for speculation. This is just a place for reporting the facts as we know them as of now. So the first breaking bit was here at 6:57 tonight, where an attack on Christmas market in Magdeburg, Germany, several dead, injured, the MDR is reporting. And this is the emergency services attending said Christmas market. Again, I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I am not going to say anything other than the facts. What we have available right now to report on this horrendous attack. And it is an attack because when I do in a bit, and I'll give you warning when I'm going to show it, the actual CCTV of the incident occurring, there is no way this was an accident. So then we get coming up on here. I'm going to just bring it up now. Not the CCTV just yet. Let's just shrink that down a bit so you can see it. Bring it down again. So there you go. From British Pakistani Index. A car rammed into a crowd at Magdeburg's Christmas market, injuring 20 people according to BILD. The driver is in custody and police are searching the area for explosive. The market remains closed. And there is obviously a short video here of people injured. I am not playing the sound because I don't think you need to see it. But as you can see, there are multiple people injured. We have a picture there of people lying on the floor from the said video. Obviously, that was the emergency response. And this is where the market was. It's literally unbelievable. Again, this is not the place to beginning or to make wild accusations about the reason why, who did it, etc. And I would be very, very surprised if you get to hear that information. Why this continues to happen over and over and over again when diversity and cultural enrichment is supposed to make our places a better place. Here in the UK, our German markets have bollards and barriers at all possible entrances, as did this one apparently, but he managed to get through them somehow. Or she. We don't know whether it's a he or him. And this is also not the place for stupid pronoun arguments either. And we have to have armed police wandering the streets, and the Met Police just recently here in the UK said please report anything suspicious. And this is all because of, well, we know why, but that's for one. This isn't for that. And I'm now going to play the clip of the CCTV of the incident. Now, there is no sound. It's a CCTV. I'm going to play it so you can see exactly what happened. I'm going to bring it up first. So this is the CCTV. And there you go. And what we'll do is we'll play it again. But we'll do it with the speed. So here at the bottom, this is the vehicle that has now entered through the barriers. As it said, gruesome footage of the moment a vehicle drove straight through the Christmas market. And keep an eye on it, because I'm not going to play it, because you'll see that it just literally plows all the way through, leaving bodies everywhere. It is now located just here. So it hasn't slowed down. It hasn't stopped. It's continuing on its way at pace. It's now there, that dark spot there. And here, at the top here, it's actually turning to drive out of the market. The vehicle didn't stop at all. I mean, it's literally horrendous. When are people going to wake up? We clearly have an issue, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? We know what the issue is, but until further information has been released or ascertained, we cannot make anything other than the statement that a vehicle has managed to drive all the way through without slowing down and drove out the other end of a Christmas market, mowing people down as he goes. Now, you will see some people appear to get hit and immediately get up. A lot of people do that in car accidents when they've been run over. It's adrenaline. They usually go no more than a few paces and then fall back down again. At the moment, the latest update is so far 7 have been killed. And that was 2 hours ago, and there's been an update an hour ago. It's now 11. And multiple people injured. At this time of year. First things first, my heartfelt condolences and prayers go to every single person and their families who got involved in this heinous act. I am hoping that justice will be served. And again, it shows that diversity and cultural enrichment isn't everything it appears to be. But again, that is what I am saying. That is no indication of me saying who committed the offence, the attack. I mean, you can't even call it anything other than that. That is absolutely 100% with that evidence, totally deliberate. But there is no way of saying who it is. And in the current environment that we currently live in the UK, I'm not prepared to say any more than that. I'm just going to report what has been seen, what has been ascertained so far. Obviously, other people are going to come to a conclusion. But what I will do is show you a video which is purportedly a couple of days before when this occurred. Now, just before, I'm going to stop the sound on it. Just before, a couple of days before this, a pro-Palestine march moved to complain. I am now just going to play you another bit, and we have this was going through a Christmas market in Germany. I'm not sure, and I will not say that is the same one, but this is the problem we have. But again, that's not me saying who the culprit was, because I do not know, And until such time, I will not say who I think it is until I am told by the authorities. Because I have to be careful. Any case, it is such a sad time. So I am trying to keep an update, see if there's any more recent updates, and there doesn't seem to be at the moment. No, I can't see anything else fresh. I am just going to while I'm doing this, I'm just going to see if I can see if there's any more updates. Another one saying Alex Jones reporting car drives full speed in German Christmas market. Harrowing shock video show murders. Early reports claim at least 11 killed with over 60 injured. I wouldn't be surprised with the level of injuries. You saw the video yourself. Unbelievable. I am literally just seeing if I can. Right, we have 30 minutes. I'm going to bring this up as is. This is, let's just get this up and running. If I'm going to play the audio on this, which I will do, because it's the BBC report, I will turn my mic off so we don't get the echo. But this is from Connor Tomlinson, he of Lotus Eaters, and he's put this. This is 30 minutes ago. Cannot believe what I've just heard on the BBC. Two guests back-to-back speculate why this 50-year-old Saudi Arabian committed this attack on Majburg Christmas market. Neither mention Islam. Instead, they suggest he might have lost his job or just be divorced. We cannot ignore the obvious elephants in the room. Second guest then wondered in a later segment why this market had no concrete bollards to prevent a car driving through the crowd. We should not need such blockades if politicians had not imported terrorists into Europe. So let's play the video from the BBC and let's listen to what they have to say. So I will be turning my mic off because that's usually what causes the echo problem. So let's just mute that.
So that's the moment of arrest there, according to MDR News. And just want to bring back in Christian Kaunert, EU counter-terror expert and international security and policing professor at the University of South Wales. If we could just pick up, Christian, from the moment there we saw those police officers, guns drawn, individual on the ground, being arrested, taken away. What happens now from the police, from the security services? What are the questions that are going to be asked? What are the investigations that are going to be ongoing now?
Yeah, so the profile of the terror suspect is quite unusual, actually. When you look at the profile, he's a 50-year-old doctor, a Saudi citizen. 50-year-old is usually, when you look at terror plots in Europe, right across Europe or even outside of Europe, 50 years old is quite an old terror suspect.
Sorry, I just had to interject there. Oh, it's a bit of a problem because he's 50 years old. Really? So we're already starting to try and make excuses for this to happen. And you can also gather from the accent who's speaking, but they're already trying to make excuses for this. Typical BBC. Any case, let's carry on.
Usually you'd have terror suspects that are much younger than that. You'd have suspects that are maybe in their 20s, maybe in their early 30s. The age that he has is very unusual. So I'd be asking very clearly what the motivation here is. Is he acting even on his own accord? Because a 50-year-old person who is perpetrating that is very unusual. I'd be wanting to know his family circumstances. Is he married? Does he have children? All of that would make this attack ever more unusual at that particular profile. And certainly in terms of who might have helped.
Let's bring in Frank Gardner now, who has just been standing by for us. Frank, just talk us through your analysis of what we know about what's happened so far.
Well, okay, this is unfortunately not the first time that somebody has used Christmas and Christmas markets in Europe, and particularly in Germany, to ram a car into a load of people. So the immediate suspicions will be that this is some kind of terrorist plot inspired by outside, from outside. Very minimal details so far that at roughly 7 o'clock local time, a dark BMW went through the crash barriers in the town of Magdeburg. For those who are just joining us, town in central Germany, roughly halfway between Hanover and Berlin, and crowded Christmas market, people out 5 days before Christmas doing their shopping. And this is something that Germany does particularly well. It's a major tourist attraction. So
let's skirt around it. And why do you need to know about how successful Christmas markets are? They've been exported all over the world. Again, now, you know what? I perhaps understand why people... Remember, we live in the UK, and these people are in the UK, and you really have to be careful what you say. Because, yeah, any case. But I don't think we need a backstory on Christmas markets. Just get to the point. Or are you just desperately trying to think of something to say?
And therefore a major potential target for any terrorists. And I think the worrying thing here is that, okay, we still don't know exactly the motive. And as your previous commentator was saying there, 50 is a very unusually high age.
Sorry to cut in again, but don't you think that maybe they might have just sussed that we're always looking for young people? Just putting that out there. Maybe? Strange. I mean, you wouldn't think that these people wouldn't adapt to what you're looking for. Everybody seems to be scared. Oh, he's 50, so therefore, oh well, it can't be. No. Any case, let's just finish this off.
For somebody to be carrying out something like this, there are often more than one reason why somebody would want to do this. It's not always purely terrorism. It's not purely ideology.
Again, if you look at the definition of terrorism, it's an act that causes terror. Running a BMW at full speed through a market, running people over, is pretty terrifying. You see, they're clutching at straws because they just don't want to admit the issue. They just don't want to admit the issue. We need braver people in the world. We really, really do. And sadly, they're lacking.
It can be mental... there could be all sorts of reasons. Stress that they're undergoing. They might have been fired. They might have... Their wife or partner has left them. They might be extremely upset about something. So
his wife's left him, so he thought, right, so that's everybody's fault in a Christmas market. I think, no. And yes, of course, there will be a mental health issue because there always is. Anyone who does something like this clearly has a mental health issue. But to say, oh, he's lost his job. So what, he just decided to run everybody down in the market? Really? I mean, this is really pathetic. Grasping at any straw you can find to try to avoid the blatantly obvious. But to be honest, not to be expected. This is totally to be expected from the BBC.
But there have been a number of, there have been a number of similar attacks like this.
So yeah, there's been similar attacks like this, which were all proven to be terror related. Why weren't they? Is it because they're in the UK and they've got to be careful, or what? But already they're starting to try and come up with excuses. The simple truth of the matter is, It's now been confirmed that a 50-year-old Saudi Arabian man, which apparently means you're too old to do anything. So once you hit 50, I guess you're over the hill. It's just that to say that. Well, you see, he's 50. He wouldn't want to be doing that at 50. Why? You're using just lazy, awful excuses to try and justify this without actually mentioning the elephant in the room. And you see, I can start talking about that because it's now been confirmed that it's a 50-year-old Saudi Arabian, apparently a doctor, who's acting alone. He might be under a bit of stress. I mean, I get stressed, but I don't think, I tell you what, I feel so stressed I must jump in my car and go run a load of people over. That'll relieve it. They treat us like we're stupid. And the best thing is, they're talking like this. People have died. And people are seriously injured. And they're arguing pointless semantics to try and, whatever they do, not talk about what everybody's going to be saying it is. Especially now. Again, I'm going to bring the video to a close. I am heartbroken. I just noticed at the bottom, when I was watching the BBC News, the police think there may be explosives in the car. So he was that stressed he decided to build that as well. Oh, come on. Again, when are the leaders going to wake up? But they're not going to, because stakeholder capitalism is at play here. And unfortunately, they don't want to talk about that because it ruins the plans. And now, because of it, and because they'll just let everybody flying in. I mean, I'm waiting. It's going to happen here in this country, in the UK. Sooner or later. Sooner or later. But if you let thousands of people in, you don't know who they are. He's a doctor. Well, of course he's a doctor. They're all doctors, aren't they, apparently? Oh, what a horrendous thing to happen just before Christmas. And I'll reiterate what I said at the beginning. My heart goes out to the families. My condolences to those who've lost their lives. And my prayers to all of them who are injured. And I hope that they all manage to get through this. And I just literally am ashamed at our media. Because they just won't tell you the truth. It's left to us on the internet, for as long as we're going to be allowed to do it, to tell you and to give you information that's unbiased. We're not talking about, well, maybe he's stressed, maybe his wife's left him, or whatever cockamamie excuse this is. And now you see this, and now you wait for it to happen somewhere else, and you wait for it to happen here. Any case, 2 videos popping up to the side of me. One will be the last one I uploaded, and the other one will be one that the gods of YouTube have decided that you need to watch, so do not deny the gods of YouTube. If you agree with what I'm saying, as it says down below, if you agree with me, then like and subscribe. You can hit the ding bell. That will give you notifications for a bit until YouTube turn it off. There's a comment section down below. I'm sure this one's going to be very interesting. Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section, be careful what you say, okay? Because of where we live at this moment in time. Don't forget to like it as well. Anything to help the channel with the algorithm, which will help us get more messages out, where somebody like me will actually sit down and, unlike the BBC, just give you the cold hard facts. Any case, enough of that. I am done. So, until the next one.